to Body Shaping. My name is Jim with Elite Personal Fit, and we're bringing videos every week to really challenge you, and there are different types of workouts. So today is a body split. Today we're going to focus on shoulders, back, and biceps. And this kind of is the second part to the other body split that comes out in the same week. So if you haven't seen the videos, gosh, we encourage you to watch them. New workouts every week that you can do from your home, your office, hotel room, at any fitness level. We'll make modifications, we'll talk about it as we go through. We even have video clips. If something's drastically different, we'll have a video clip of the different exercise. So, man, we're just trying to appeal to people, trying to keep people active and fit. If you have weights, guys, use those, okay? If you don't have weights, let me cover just a few things you're gonna need to get through this routine. You may want some type of ab or yoga mat, even a towel would work. We have a few exercises on the floor, and that'll make that a little more comfortable. Canned goods. You may want a canned good. We have a couple movements today that don't really require a lot of weight, so if you don't have lighter dumbbells, canned goods come in handy. And it's neat because canned goods come in a couple different sizes. You know, there's little bitty ones, and there's the regular size, and there's the family or super size. So you can kind of vary that even with a canned good. Gallon jugs. We use those in a lot of these videos, like dumbbells or kettlebells. So I've got 4 over here, so I would recommend 2 to 4. Just gallon jugs, just fill them with water. A chair. You may want a chair or a bench nearby for a couple different movements. The other thing we're gonna need is I've got a post, and a post works pretty well. You may want a doorway. So when you set this up to get ready to work out, have your gear ready, but just have a doorway in mind that you can use. We're gonna do some one-arm rows with the doorway, kind of like a TRX, like you're using your body weight for resistance. We're also gonna lean out of that doorway or post and do a leaning lateral raise today too. So a couple things there with a post or doorway. Optional item. We have curl overhead presses today, and then at the end we have just some hammer curls. I'm gonna use a backpack, and you could use your gallon jugs. It's not a problem. And of course, you know, dumbbells and barbells, things like that. Backpacks are great because you can put a little more weight in there. So if you can manage 2 gallon jugs in one hand, and you start to do that, and it's still, maybe you want just a little more weight, try a backpack. You know, grab one of your kids, or maybe you've got one. If you don't have one, gosh, they're probably easy to find, right? And you can load them with, you know, multiple gallon jugs. I've got a dumbbell in mind. You know, sometimes you've got old weight plates that you don't even use anymore. My gosh, I probably have sand ones laying around here somewhere. That's how old I am. So anyway, if you've got old weight plates, work great in there. Or you can even books and paper, okay? Maybe you've got some old encyclopedias that you don't even need it. See, I'm dating myself again. Who needs encyclopedias now with the internet? It's crazy. You can use books in there, paper, whatever, okay, to get that. Maybe just get out of college. You can use your old college books, okay? So anyway, a backpack, very handy, especially if you want to use heavier weight. Listen, I've rambled on way too long. Let's get this thing started. I'm going to put the circuit up here on the screen for you. You can see that. Hey, guys, we're going to sort of run through this 2 times, okay? We talk about this a lot. You can let rest really dictate the intensity of this. This could be very basic, or if you're going no rest between these or minimal rest, you will get a great workout. I promise you that. I'm going to get the mat out here. The first exercise is a low side plank, and we're going to do just a light lateral raise. Guys, this is not a maximal lift, okay? This is just an exercise. In fact, you don't even need weight if you don't want to use weight, okay? I'm going to use a simple canned good, so I'm not even going to use, very, very, very light. So we're going to get a low side plank. We'll get about 10 to 15 of these. I know that side planks can be challenging for some people, okay? Maybe it's a condition with your back, shoulder. So you can modify these side planks slightly. So what you can do when you get in position, arm is straight over the shoulder. That doesn't change. Okay, you can go from the knees. Okay, so that takes a lot of load off that shoulder. Okay, if that's the issue on the back. Or more commonly, you have your feet in the traditional side plank. You're here. Now you could also put your top foot in front, for more balance. So you can see there are several different ways to get this thing going. The lateral raise. You're going to lay your arm along the body, and we're just going to raise up. Now, be careful. Some people get a little aggressive with this. If you go too far over the head, not only are you going to strain your shoulder, but there's a chance you're going to throw yourself off balance too. So this does require a little more balance than a typical plank because you're moving, your arm, you have this lever arm moving around, but that just engages that core a little more. So it's kind of a win-win. You warm up the shoulder a little bit and get that mobility, the range of motion there, while you fire up that core, make the core work harder. So let's get started. Here we go. Side plank, either from the knees or the feet. We'll lay this here, guys, and we're going to come up 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to 15 here. That's 12. Just watch that shoulder. 13, 14, 15. We'll set that down. We'll switch sides. And let's match reps here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that was 15 on both sides. We're gonna continue with the core here for just a moment. And we're gonna do a suitcase crunch. Okay, so with this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the arms over the head. And you don't have to do a full sit up. I know sometimes you come all the way up and we're just gonna do kind of like a crunch leg lift. Okay, so we're here, so we're gonna kind of come together and back. And you don't have to go too low either, don't just strain that back. Okay, so let's get like 15 to 20 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that body warm. 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. Okay, that was 20. Feel those working, it's great. So we're gonna set up, so we're not breaking up those by themselves. We're gonna throw a whole circuit here. So the next one is we're gonna go alternate overhead press. Okay, so I'll use a chair, and you could do these standing, okay? Of course, dumbbells work great for this. Our homemade dumbbells, gallon jugs. So I'm gonna grab gallon jugs, and I'll grab a couple here. And if you're grabbing 2 gallon jugs, first of all, I know it gets a little weird at first, okay? But when you're doing this one, you don't even have to close your hands, okay? So let me throw these up here. So we'll bring these up. Guys, look at my hands. They're kind of open. And I'm just gonna come up like so. We're in the chair, and now I'm just gonna come down and drive up. Down. 1. About parallel and drive up 2. 3. 4. You can feel the shoulders working. Squeeze the shoulders at the top. Don't lock them. Don't lock out the elbows. Even with just, I know this isn't heavyweight, but man, even with moderate weight, you can still get a great burn on the shoulders, okay? And the water and the jugs, guys, it moves around a little bit, so I know there are different types of water weights out there, but it does add a different element to the exercise. So, you might be surprised how challenging you can be with a few gallon jugs. So now, what I want to go to now, guys, is we're going to do alternating ISO one-arm rows. So we're going to use, if you don't have dumbbells, we'll use gallon jugs. And I'll get in position here. We're going to pull both of them up. So I'll lean over. Okay, make sure your back stays flat. Okay, round that back over. Okay, knees are soft. We're going to pull them both up. So now I've got this contraction in my back, and I'm going to let one come down, pull up, then the other. And that's 1, 2, we get 15. Okay, let's set this down. The next exercise is a pike push up. And these can be challenging for a lot of people. Okay? Basically, you're using your body weight or part of your body weight to mimic an overhead press. Okay? You can do these from the knees. So, knees or feet here, kind of like a push up. So, the first progression would be here where you're coming down and drive up. Drive up. So you're really trying to keep that weight. In fact, you could even bring your feet up a little bit and really try to focus that weight going down. Okay? Or you can go from your feet, which makes it a little more challenging. You're fighting the gravity a little harder here. More weight is up. So I'd say 8 to 15. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to look between my heels. So I'll look between the feet. And I'm going to bring the top of the head towards the floor under control. And I'm going to press up like I do a shoulder press. 1. Okay, if you get down here at 8, come up slow with your head. I'll do a few more. And they are challenging. And I'm going to come up kind of slow with the head down below your heart. You can get a little lightheaded if you go too quickly. Okay, so that was our pike push-ups. Okay. Now, I'm going to go backpack. This could be a barbell, dumbbells, it could be a gallon jug in each hand. We're going to go curl, so hit the biceps a little bit, overhead press. And guys, this gets the biceps, it gets the shoulders. You're going to engage some triceps with the push, the core, a neat exercise. Here we go. If you're using a backpack, we're going to reach under the shoulder straps. Okay, so the hands stay more supinated. Okay, so we're here. All right, and I'm just going to curl up. We're on 15 of these. We're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, feeling them. Okay. Wow. So, you can feel that. Big time. So, like those, we're going doorway rows. Okay. And listen, normally I don't like to do bicep curls before I do rows. We're going to do it today. We have doorway row. If you're in a doorway, what you're going to do is position yourself so that you're comfortable in that doorway. So you can angle yourself a little bit side to side. Kind of find a spot that's not too hard on the hands with the molding, in that door frame. If you have a post, just be careful because these get very slippery. Okay, at least mine. It's got some paint on it and hands get wet and it gets a little slippery. So your feet will dictate, kind of like a TRX, your feet dictate how challenging this exercise is going to be. So as your feet come forward, this exercise gets more challenging. As you back your feet up and more upright, it's a lot easier. Okay? Two things. Well, one thing, make sure you're driving that elbow back. Okay? So your thought process, driving the elbow back, and part two of that is the squeezing the lat. So we're trying to focus on the lat. So hey, let's get these in. Let's get about 15. Okay? So we're here. I'm just going to squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the back. Make it work. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. All right, we'll switch them up. Here we go. I can really feel those. Hopefully you're feeling those too. They take a little getting used to. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Squeeze it back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. If you could really dial in that contraction of the back, you'll get into really feeling those more and more as you do those. All right. So next one, we're staying at the door, our post, and we're going to do a leaning lateral raise, and 10 to 15 of these, and I'll use a gallon jug, and for some people, a gallon jug might be a little too heavy even, so you can go down to your canned good if you need to. So I'm just going to lean over here, and we're going to try to get a fairly good lean. Just make sure that you have a good grip on your doorway. Okay. So we're going to lean over, and 1, and you come about parallel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 15. We're going to switch. Chair over a little bit. We'll switch sides here. All right. Hopefully, bad angle for the camera, but we're going to give it a shot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Next exercise, we're gonna go the curl. I'll use the backpack again. And I think what we'll do is just change grip. Okay, so it'll be a hammer-like curl. Okay, so we just change the angle of the hands. We were like this for our overhead, curl overhead. So now we're just turn the hands like this. So we can grab the backpack again, shoulder straps. Now this time, instead of going under, we'll just grab right over the top. All right, and you can rest it kind of on the top of the hand. And we'll get about 15 of these. We want to keep intention on those biceps too. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I feel them, 14, 15. Okay. I'll set this down, shake them out for a minute. That was one round through that circuit. So now, back to the top. Let's go through it again. Get a little drink. We'll lay the mat out here. And we'll grab the can good, and we have got our low side plank. Remember the options you can do here. Don't have to do arm raising, you're gonna have to use weight. Okay? So don't have to go to your feet. Remember you can stagger the feet also. Here we go. And I know what you're thinking. We just did lateral raises over there. Why are we doing them here too? I don't know. We just saw it. And it's good for the core. And this just kind of gets it moving around a little bit. Here we go. We're up. 1, 2, 3. Don't go too high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're gonna feel it right here, the side facing the floor. And the shoulder working a little bit. Good. So you're not going to feel a ton of shoulder, you're just going to feel that. It's like range of motion thing, just going to help warm it up, but you should feel the core a little bit here. We'll switch sides. Okay, we'll put the corn away. All right, suitcase crunch is next. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that was 15. 15 to 20. I'll do a few more. 16. 17. 18. All right. Great job. Okay. We're up, and we have got alternating overhead presses next. got these gallon jugs, boom, boom. We'll bring them up above the head. And here we go. Shoulders are definitely getting tired. Felt those. Okay, next one. We've got those iso one-arm rows. So remember those, we're just gonna hold them up tight and then we just alternate going down and pulling back up. Okay, so our start position is up with these. Here we go. Watch the back. Okay, 15. Set those down. We're going pike push up next. Remember, you can go to the knees. Okay. And when you get done, whether it's 6 reps or 15 reps or wherever in between, come up slowly. Okay, remember you can get lightheaded pretty easy with something like this, especially as you get more and more fatigued. All right, so here we go. Kind of slow here. And curl overhead press. So now we get the biceps, but we're still beating on that shoulder a little bit. Okay, about 15 of these. And here we go. And when you press up, don't go out, okay? When I go to do this, okay, I'm dragging the backpack up my body and I'm pushing up, almost above the body, okay? Not out, that'll strain the shoulders. You don't want that. All right, I'll set this off to the side. We'll use that again at the end. Next one, doorway row. So now we're really trying to blast that back. Okay, I would encourage you to maybe start with your weaker side. I'll start on my left side. So here we go. I'm gonna grab, and you're kind of driving the elbow right alongside the body. So don't grab real high and bring the elbow out. Let it sweep the body. Right? Here we go. One, squeeze it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, switch sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo-hoo. Okay, those are the doorway rows, which can be challenging. They take a little getting used to, but they can be tough. This is our leaning lateral raise right here at our door. So grab your resistance, whatever that might be. Dumbbell, can good, gallon jug, kettlebell. And here we go, guys. 10 to 15. 1, 2, 3. If you have a dumbbell, put your palm facing down. 6. Great job. We'll switch them up. Start with barking dogs. 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, let me set this down. I'm sure there's Amazon Prime. My wife has a thing with the Prime guy. Every day we get stuff. Here we go. We're going to go to our hammer curls next. So, grab your gallon jugs or dumbbells. I've got a backpack. About 15 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to keep tension on the whole time. 4, 5. If you need a little break, you can. 6, 7, 8. 11, 12, 13. Okay, let me set this down. Whew. When you get that last set of hammer curls, that's our second round through, and that is our body shaping workout for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it and got a lot out of that routine. And again, we're always trying to change exercises up, change the way the muscles are worked, change just everything. Just trying to keep the body somewhat guessing, and we're trying to make this so that anyone can do it regardless of fitness level or equipment requirements. Thanks again. This is Jim with Elite Fitness bringing wellness